Okay, today we are going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy S8, which was released back in 2017. It's been around 8 years when it was released now, and now let us just jump into the video. First off, the design. The back is made up of glass, and as you can see, it magnets fingerprints easily. That's what turns me off about the back. And also the front is made up of Gorilla Glass also, and the frame is made up of aluminum, which is pretty much strong. And talking about the design still, you have single camera setup and rear mounted fingerprints. We also have iris scanner and flashlight here. We are still going to discuss that later in the video. All this iris scanner, what it's used for, and some other stuff. And coming to the front here, we have these huge bezels on the top and on the bottom. Because these days, huge bezels is no more encouraging in smartphones because no smartphone comes with this such huge bezels on the top and bottom. But if it's not a big deal for you, you can still go ahead and buy it. And for the design of this phone, it still feels premium wherever you hold it. It feels like a flagship phone whenever you hold it. It feels so premium at hand. It's even more premium than most of this budget and mid-range phone made by Samsung today. The phone still feels very, very much good. Also, let's talk about the display. It's just 5 inches display here. It's very small phone. This is not the plus version. The plus version has a bigger screen, but this is just the normal S8. It is super AMOLED display also, which is great. The display is super fantastic. So today, compared to some other mid-range or budget phone you can find today, this phone is pretty much good. For the display, is fantastic. It's vibrant. It's still good for watching content, and the downside about the display is just that it only runs on 60 Hz. Nothing much. You don't get the 90 Hz refresh rate or the 120 Hz refresh rate, unlike some other new flagship or some mid-range phone nowadays. Just talk with your 60 Hz, but the display is still vibrant, it's still clear enough, and it's still good for 2025 usage. Display is a super AMOLED display, which is super bright. Even in sunlight, it won't get much problem using it in sunlight, but it will get a little bit dim when you are using it in sunlight. But you can still manage it and still get your job done. That's just it about the display. And let's talk about the performance of this phone. This phone comes with 4 gig of RAM and 64 gig of room. And powering it up, we have the Snapdragon 835 chipset. And we have other versions that come with the Exynos chipset. Depending on the one you are getting, both still works and run great till 2025. But I will advise you to go for the Snapdragon chipset if you are looking for a better performance. And if you are looking for to custom ROM your phone, you have to go for the Exynos version so that you can be able to custom ROM it and add some new updates. But as for the performance, it can still handle some little games perfectly without any lags, and it's still pretty much good in scrolling and some doing other stuffs. You can just do your basic tasks perfectly. But some other graphic intense gaming like the PUBG, Call of Duty Mobile, it won't run it very well. It will be lagging. Just for your temple run, Subway Surfer, all this light gaming, it can still do it for you. And the thing is that this phone gets it up really fast. Whenever you press it, it just eats up unnecessarily. That's one of the downside of this 8 years old phone here. It eats up excessively. You can even use to boil or your water or your anything. It eats up so mad. But it just comes with 4 gig of RAM and 64 gig of ROM. The good part is that you can extend the ROM to something like 128 using SD card because it's coming with SD card slots. That's just a plus point because these days you don't have phones that come with SD card slots anymore. Most phone brands is taking off the SD card slots, and I don't really know why. I wish Samsung should bring back the SD card slot so that we can increase our storage space if you want to. Now let's just talk about the battery. The battery is pretty much bad in 2025. I won't lie. It's come with just 3000 mAh battery, and compared to today's usage, it is very bad. It's not good enough for a smartphone to come with 3000 mAh battery. This phone can only last around 3 to 3.5 hours, 4 hours maximum if I'm not using it heavily. Well, this phone is pretty much bad in battery aspect, and it's totally charged at 15 watts. No support. It does not support anything called fast charging or hyper fast charging, and it also has wireless charging, which is just 5 watts wireless charging, which is not even good enough. And the battery is not really good at all. If you're looking for a phone that will last you all day, this is not an option for you because the battery is not really good enough. It's just 3000 mAh battery, but it's still decent just for scrolling and some other little tasks. You can't use this as a main phone in 2025. That's just it about the battery. And speaking of the camera is still decent enough in 2025. The camera is still clear and it's still vibrant. It's still good enough. It's still manageable. The phone comes with single camera setup at the rear, which is just 12 megapixel camera. And also at the front, we have 8 megapixel camera and 2 megapixels for what? For the iris scanner. I don't know if you will be asking, what is the iris scanner? Iris scanner is just the iris lock introduced by Samsung years ago. You can use your iris to unlock your phone. It's way more secure than the face unlock, and it can work at dark and anywhere. This is just it. This is just it here. The iris scanner. It's just 2 megapixel iris scanner, 8 megapixel front facing camera. The rear can record at 4K, while the front facing camera can record at 1440p at max. The camera is still decent, the hardware is still decent. If you are looking for a decent camera but not the best now, you can still go for this phone. It will still get the job done for you. The phone is still super clean. When it comes to camera, it's still good enough. It's even better than some other budget and mid-range phone we find nowadays because Samsung really put all it has back then to this phone camera hardware. The camera is still decent. It has super slow mode, slow mo, and some other features and tricks you can just apply to the camera to make it better. The camera is still decent and still good in 2025, but not the best you can find out there, but it's still decent. It will get the job done for you. But it just comes with 10x zoom. It's not like other phones that we are having nowadays that come with 100x zoom that can even zoom into your future. This one can't zoom into your future. Just normal 10x zoom and normal nice shots you can have on this phone, which is not bad. Also, this phone comes with earphone jack. Earphone jack is a plus point to this phone because nowadays most phones don't come with earphone jack, and it's still a plus point where it's still joy for me to use my earpiece or headset with this phone wired, and I know it will be a joy for some other people too. Earphone jack is still present in this phone. And we have the Type C port, which is also good, and single stereo speaker here. With that speaker at the top here, whenever you are playing games or watching content, your hand tends to block the speaker, which is very bad. Your hands tend to block the sounds coming out from it, but it sounds really good. But when you're just watching content, your hand will block here. I don't know why, but I think Samsung really fixed it in their X9 phones. But this S8 does not. It just tends to block the speaker here. And also speaking of the securities, we have this fingerprint here, and we have the iris scanner at the face unlock. The fingerprint is still pretty much fast in 2025. It's still decent. You can still unlock your phone super fast. As you can see, it's very much fast. The fingerprint is fast, and also as the face unlock and the iris unlock, the fingerprint is decent, but just that it is rarely mounted. Sometimes it is hard to reach. Most time I do press my camera thinking it's my fingerprint. I don't know. But Samsung really fixed it in the next phone by putting the fingerprint below the camera so that I just won't be pressing your camera. And also this is the heart rate sensor. It just helps to monitor your heart rate and scan your heart rate for you. Samsung discontinued it. I think the last one that I have it was the Samsung Galaxy S Note 9, the 9 series. That's the last one that comes with this heart rate sensor. I don't know why Samsung is discontinued. And we have this bright flashlight here. That just sits about the back there. And also, the phone, this phone is still really good. If you are looking to buy a second phone or you are a budget, you can still go for this phone. It's still decent. This phone still run on Android 9, which is no good because these days The latest Android we have is the Android 14 or 15 or so. But this phone still come with the Android 10. Is way outdated and it's not getting any more updates from Samsung. No more security patches, no more software updates or anything. That is the end of the update. So if you're looking for updated phone, don't go for this phone because this one is way outdated. It's just a quick review on the Samsung Galaxy S8 in 2025. Make sure you watch out for my next video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.